Am I really gonna defile this grave for money? Of course I am! Jackpot!
I liked this movie. 10 out of 10 because I'm not racist. Within hours of release, I was seeing posts like, what a fitting season finale for the MCU. It starts good and ends good, but everything in between is garbage. This isn't a terrible movie. Granted, the flaws that come with all Phase 4 projects are here.
Brought a spear in here! Who brought a spear in here? I like it.
But overall, I think it's the least affected by the tropes. The movie starts with Marvel writing in the death of Chadwick Boseman. I really wish Star Wars did this with Carrie Fisher. He dies of an unnamed illness because Shuri couldn't replicate the Black Panther serum in time. They hold the funeral so that they can put it all in the trailer shots, and it jumps a year ahead. The Queen of Wakanda is speaking in front of the UN and is like, "You motherfuckers better stop stealing from us or you'll know what MAD means." Then there's this really cool borderline horror scene that introduces the Atlanteans. The SEALs and CIA are trying to find vibranium and they find some underwater, but that belongs to the blue people, so they send the choir boys to talk the seamen into suicide. The Atlanteans clean up the survivors until the CIA people escape and Namor has to take them out. "Hey, some normies were on my turf. You should help me by killing this college student." The Queen's like, "Sure," and sends Okoye, who insists on taking Shuri. They meet with Bilbo, who's like, "Yeah, here's the college student," and they go to meet Riri Williams, aka Ironheart. I don't know if there's an acting problem or a writing problem with Ironheart, but I hope it's better by the time her show comes out. Ironheart takes them to her garage with her old Dodge Challenger and tells them that she can't leave because of her pursuit of knowledge. Then the police show up. Shuri has a jaywalking charge and the police are ready to shoot on sight. Okoye and Shuri drive out and Ironheart flies her jank-ass Iron Man knockoff suit out of the garage.
Enemy UAV overhead.
Ironheart gets harpooned, Shuri crashes her bike, the Atlanteans attack and Okoye tries to fend them off but gets yeeted off the bridge. Shuri's like, "I'm a princess, take me to your god," so they do. Okoye loses her rank over this and the Queen goes looking for Nakia. She's the love interest from the first movie. Don't worry, I forgot about her too. Queen's like, "Hey, you're a pretty good spy, you should find this uncharted civilization for me." So she does. In Atlantis, Shuri gets to talk to Namor, who's like, "We're essentially underwater Wakanda, join us or die," and either way Ironheart dies. Shuri's like, "No, she's my bestie, you can't do that." So he says fine and gives her his mother's heirloom as a bargaining chip. Nakia breaks in, kills a guard who was just doing her job, and extracts the two hostages. They get back to Wakanda and the Atlanteans attack because obviously. They fuck up the city, get water everywhere. Namor breaks M'Baku's stick and then kills the Queen. He's like, "Think about what you've done and call me when you've changed your mind." They have the Queen's funeral and Shuri's like, "Fuck it, I'm gonna be the Black Panther." She uses the binding of Namor's heirloom to help make Black Panther juice since it's made of a vibranium plant. She's successful, drinks it, sees Killmonger in the ancestral realm and he's like, "Don't be a pussy, kill people." She's like, "You know what, maybe I will," and wakes up. I mean this in the nicest way possible. If you went in thinking anyone other than Shuri was going to be the Black Panther, you are either under 10 years old or you're the dumbest motherfucker I've ever met. Either way, I invite you to leave. Look at these pictures and tell me they're not the same person. I fucking dare you. Shuri strategizes and makes suits with her team. Well, Namor lives in the ocean. Clearly he doesn't own an air fryer. What if we turn the royal jet into an air fryer and use it to assert our dominance? The plan is set in motion. They drop the vibranium detector from earlier to bait the Atlanteans, then they use sonic weapons to hurt the Atlanteans' sensitive ears. A long-ass battle ensues and Ironheart manages to get Namor inside the air fryer. Namor is unwilling to submit and tries to break the air fryer, but Shuri crashes it into a desert where she's like,
My hands shall relish ending you here and now!
Then after she wins, she's like, "Oh no, that's not what my mom would want me to do," so she lets him go and goes home. Reread the script says, "I like you, but your show doesn't have the budget for your vibranium suit." Then it shows that Namor is playing the long game to have Wakanda as an ally. Shuri goes to mourn her mother in Haiti, and Nakia's like, "This is me and T'Challa's son, his name is T'Challa," and the movie ends. Again, I like this movie. I acknowledge its flaws, but overall I think it's more well-structured than the first movie. I'd chalk that up to letting Ryan Coogler write the villain he wants to write instead of spending half the movie validating Age of Ultron. But don't take my word for it. Listen to fellow part-time reviewer, former classmate of mine, current recipient of my bullshit, and self-proclaimed black man, Julian, who says,